So my name is Irenchi Daniel Awate. I am from the Eastern region, Ekwiape Mampong to be precise. My parents are deaf. My mom, my dad, they are all deaf. I graduated KNUST. I studied wood science, but interestingly, I happened to have my service with School of Public Health Annex. That is a rehabilitation center, KNUST. Well, I'm a sign language interpreter. I do that because sign language is actually my first language, and it's because of my parents and the community I found myself. That is why I do what I do. Involved with Agro Kings whilst I was serving for KNUST. So I happened to actually meet the CEO Nana on a presentation where he was talking to youths about agriculture in the Happy Projects. I think that was the CCB auditorium in KNUST. I happened to be the interpreter. After the program, we met and then we had a little one-on-one, and then from there I found myself here. So like he spoke about having an all-inclusive environment, and then he needed someone to facilitate, but then he just made a complaint about how the facilitators were actually not able to come in. NSS was not able to get interpreters for them, and I volunteered to come and serve like a week, and after that I returned back to KNUST. But it happened that when I got here, there was a bigger plan for the whole disabled community. So currently we are having about 10 PWDs. If I'm not mistaken, should I say 11? We have 2 groups that are here already. We have GBU, that is the Blind Union, and then we have NAD, that is the Ghana National Association for the Deaf. Also, they have their rep, and if you look at the numbers, we have 10 deaf people and then 1 blind currently on the farm. I think Princess, she is blind, so she goes to the office at Usu and then comes here from time to time. Well, the deaf people, I actually brought some, and then the federation also brought some. Those that I brought, I actually sent a communique or a broadcast around that if you are interested in agriculture, Nana is open to have you work with him. And then like just like that, my DMs, my mails were being flooded with messages, people showing interest that they wanted to join us. So I went far as Tepa, Kumasi, Nkoko, Kaswa, and then Cape Coast, and then Accra itself, and then brought them on board. So currently we are having 10, and then we are hoping to add up 3 probably in the next few days. So here on the farm there are various departments, like the hatchery where fishes are being has the vegetable department. We have some at the warehouse, we have some at the kitchen department, and then we have some at Dachi where they produces Nanes bag, Nanes rice bag, and all these ones. So this environment has been more inclusive to my perspective or my point of view, to the extent that they've employed an interpreter, they've employed a physiotherapist, and then a psychiatrist. It's more of having everything inculcated in one. So I think the PWDs are more getting inclusive than being outside. Well, my hope for them actually, I would say, is the span of having like a complete value chain in agriculture, where you see a deaf person on a rice farm, you see a deaf person on a vegetable farm, at the fisheries, the hatchery, and then they end up in the kitchen. So that's the same thing where like Nana is having these plans and projects that is actually going to propel them not to only go into education, because from research we realize that when they are done with school, they either go back to the educational sector. So I think one thing that we have to know is that the educational sector is well explored by the deaf people. But when it comes to the agri sector, the exploitation is that few. So I think there is a bigger prospect here where they are going to be inculcated in a complete value chain. So I think that's the hope that I can see for them.